Hey guys, welcome back to the Kid Icarus playthrough. It's the final part for reals this time.
Yay.
The war's end.
I'm going for 5.1, you deviant.
Yeah, I don't play by your rules. So this level basically plays... Well, like, okay, it's basically just one long flight section is how it basically works. So, yeah.
One long flight section with permanent scattershot. My God, this is.
No, they home in. They home
Yeah,
in.
they home in.
Yeah,
This
not to
is-
mention that there is always one shot that goes straight, so you will always
This.
hit the mark.
I wasn't saying it like it was a bad thing. I was just like, this is broken.
Of course
This
it's
is
broken.
Well, it's supposed to be.
Hades. Hades. I don't know why, I just loved that part. Okay, gameplay's happening again. There we go.
I really do like this musical piece.
Yeah, it's fittingly, appropriate.
Yeah.
Fittingly fitting. How many projectiles, what intensity did you guys play the last boss on?
I can beat them at 7.
Oh.
I was no, I was 6. I was 6.
Okay. Does he get, like,
He's not the hardest final boss ever, no.
Okay, but, there's, like, is there, like, some severe bullet hell stuff going on, or is it
He just does a
manageable?
fuck ton of damage.
Yeah. Again, it's all about the damage output.
Because, like, once you... this form right here where he's, like, actually, like, attacking you is basically the real final boss. Because, like, the final hit that you gotta do on him is, you know, pretty damn easy.
Yep.
The one thing I do like about this boss, though, it's very kinetic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's always... you're always changing, like, venues and stuff, and things are always moving.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did he just do a flying drop kick at you?
Yeah, pretty much.
By the power of the 21st century!
Woo!
This is random as hell.
Well, it makes sense for the type of game that this is.
Yeah, now we're actually playing Star Fox.
No, he hasn't turned into one giant head and two floating hands yet.
Yeah.
Yet, you say that like he might.
No.
You know, when it comes to Nintendo bosses, it's always a distinct possibility.
What are we shooting?
Barnacles?
Yeah, it looks like zits.
Hades needs to work on keeping his skin clear. Okay, that's just disturbing. Yeah, this part of the boss, I think this is probably...
The easiest part.
Well, well, the last part's basically a glorified cutscene, so yeah, probably. Yeah. The Great Sacred Treasure just does so much damage, though, so...
And this isn't one of those levels that you can do again without the...
No, you have to have the sacred
You have to
treasure.
have this on.
Well, the entire fight's revolved around it, so you can't
Yeah.
really use any other weapon. I don't know, Rainbow Apocalypse sounds a lot more badass to me.
Sounds like the subtitle of the next Leprechaun movie.
What, Rainbow Apocalypse?
Rainbow Apocalypse.
Are you going to shoot?
Does he
I'm
go back
trying
to
to
the
fig-
hood? Does
yeah.
he go back to the hood again?
Yeah. Why not?
I've never actually watched the Leprechaun movies.
Don't!
They're hilarious.
That's a waste of time. That's what they are.
Then why, okay, why have you watched them? How many of them have you watched?
I've seen In the Hood.
I've seen the
and I've
I've seen the first one and then the hood. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why did
Just
you
from the,
watch
I
it
watched
the
that
whole-
one just for the title alone.
What happens?
Did he go to space too?
Well, what horror franchise hasn't gone to space?
Nightmare on Elm Street hasn't gone to space.
It's just a matter of
I
time.
don't think they have anyway.
No, we haven't reached the heavens yet. Boo! Okay, so would you say that this is the halftime of the boss?
Sure.
You see, it was a joke because the boss was. Never mind.
That was horrible.
Yes, I know.
I wasn't even paying attention.
Oh, great, he
Oh,
pulled
fuck.
a Piccolo.
He has extremis. Damn it.
They'll keep making him do it, and one day he'll explode.
Yeah, well, can't we make him explode faster?
Yeah, keep shooting the limbs off.
Huh, I guess that would work. Oh, I thought he was gonna do a Hadouken.
Cube.
You know, I think Hades isn't even trying to attack us. I think he's just doing his morning aerobics.
Alrighty then.
Loading screen.
Why did we need a loading screen for that?
Because we're about to get to a more cinematic part of the boss fight.
Bam.
Yeah, that's another one of these falling section again. Okay, but this time you know it's actually moving, which doesn't make it that much harder, but you do actually have to like pay attention to it this time, though.
Yeah. Ugh, you barely made that.
I still don't know what happens if you mess up one of those sections.
You fall to your death.
Oh. So yeah,
This threw me off a bit.
you just gotta shake the touchscreen an awful lot, don't you? Or
No, you have to keep the reticle on him.
oh yeah,
Because
that's right.
You're charging up an attack.
Yeah, and then if you and then that's when that's the last thing you do in the boss fight, isn't it?
Yeah, I believe so.
Because out of nowhere, Medusa punches Hades in the face. See, I told you it
Loses
happened.
an arm in the process.
This part of the boss fight I actually think wasn't really handled all that great. Because, you know, I'm all for Medusa coming back, but she just sort of shows up, Hades kills her again, and then she leaves. So, I don't know, it just sort of felt a little forced to me, I guess. So, I don't know.
Oh, hi, James Woods.
Sure, you can...
So powerful, it punches you out of existence. I agree, though. I don't understand why they brought her back for that.
You could have just as easily had Dark Pit do it.
Well, I know, I think it's just more, I know that they wanted to bring Medusa back for something, but still.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, now here you just gotta avoid his attacks until you until the thing charges up all the way.
Yep.
You don't have an awful lot of health for this section though, so you gotta be pretty careful.
Mind you, he doesn't seem to be trying very hard.
Well, he could move his arms a little bit, I guess.
The hand lasers never touch you. It's
No.
always the forehead laser.
Oh yeah, you can't. That's I think more what's it's disorienting about it, I guess, because you think that you can't go into the range of the hand lasers, otherwise you'll get hurt. So you think that you have an awful lot less maneuverability than you really do. So I think that's more why that part that you just have to learn to ignore them for that part.
Yeah, I can see what you mean. So did we blow his hair out?
More than the hair did.
I think we just sort of disintegrated him.
With our proton cannon.
Unibeam!
This is how Greek myths always end, right? With proton cannons?
Fuck yeah!
It'd make them a lot more interesting.
Why did God of War end like this?
Well,
California with a
I'd
proton
rather
cannon.
a myth end with proton cannons than with another god being born from some titan being castrated or something.
With a proton cannon?
Sure,
Okay,
why
well
not?
we had to compromise somewhere, so that seems like an alright way to do it. Yay! We like Palatine again, despite 3 years of harsh dictatorial suffering. Woo!
It makes for a good bookends, though.
It's
Yeah.
that one town.
Yeah. Same musical piece, too.
Yep.
And Veriti goes back to being kind of a bitch about the whole human suck thing.
That's a good question.
That's why Pitt explains it right now. Does their hearts walk around in a Bomberman level and try to shoot
No,
at you though?
I think it's only Hades.
Oh. Troy Baker. Oh, bye, Troy Baker.
See you in like every game that came out in 2013.
Yeah, basically.
Year of Troy Baker.
Troy Baker as Luigi.
Yeah. We have a
Um,
Dr. Troy Baker game, Troy Baker Mansion, Dark Moon.
Troy Baker and Steve Bloom Dream Team.
We just
Yay.
had like this whole in-depth philosophical discourse on the nature of religion. After blasting Hades away with a proton cannon, and this
And
is
it wouldn't
actually
be a Sakurai game without shooting the credits.
and this is the most normal this game has been since like the midpoint.
So yeah, that's Kid Icarus and stuff. I think one of the better 3DS games out there at the moment. You should pick it up. Prepare for hand cramps though. Use that fucking stand.
Yeah. And you know what? It was because I got the hand cramp so early in my experience that I was like, oh, please don't let this be another Metroid Prime Hunters. But I think this game does enough of its own accord in a much better way that I can look past the hand cramps. Assuming you're not using the stand, of course, which I wasn't for like 85% of the game.
Trust me, it helps. It
No,
helps.
because when I'm playing a 3DS game, when I'm not recording something, I'm usually sitting on a sofa or on my bed. So when I'm playing on the bed, I usually have I have my knees in an upright position, so I use that as something to lay my hands on.
Mm-hmm.
It helps. Trust me, it helps a lot. But yeah, it's just Nintendo can do so much. I like to look at it as the game.
It's a big example of what Nintendo can do when they actually try.
Yeah, because they can write good, they can write well. They can have good voice acting. They can look great. They can sound great. It's just, they
Now-
need to put the effort into it to not just be yet another Mario, Zelda, Metroid, whatever.
I was just gonna say, by your definition of try, do you mean just instead of just going back to the well?
Yeah, using
Yeah.
new ideas. They have
Yeah, okay.
plenty of that stuff out there.
Not just, oh look, it's Mario 3 again.
Yeah. Because, Nintendo's always been good about, making sure that the games aren't broken and, control okay. It's just, it's always been about,
everything
having,
around that they've been kind of lazy about.
occasionally, yeah.
No one knows what happened. Did your goddess just lose her mind? If you want the lightning chariot, you must prove your...
So does anybody actually look at the credits for these things, or do they just see white and start shooting at it?
I see cannon fodder.
Yeah.
We played the entire game. We know what happens. Do we need a recap after we're done? Do you even get anything for shooting all the credits in any of these games?
Nope.
Mm,
That counts for Melee too.
yeah.
But you can unlock Sonic if you beat the entire game with every single... You beat Adventure Mode with every single character on every single difficulty select, and you get 101% on the credits.
Didn't unlocking Sonic have to do something with
It
Cruel
was Cruel.
Melee?
15k as in Cruel Melee.
Yeah.
No, it was Toad that you had to do.
No, that was Sonic.
No. Toad was shooting every credit
Yeah.
on the credit screen.
Alternately, you could just, play the story mode.
We're talking about Melee.
Wait, what?
Yeah. The rumors for fake characters in Melee, like Sonic and Toad.
Oh, I see.
So if you wait 5 minutes on the end screen, Hades starts talking to you about how great the game is.
Okay.
My favorite line for this is that there's not going to be another sequel for 25 more years. It's just like, damn it, Hades, don't even joke like that.
I would like a Wii U game, Nintendo.
Yeah, I would like a Wii U game. But I'd also like an F-Zero game, a Star Fox game, another Pikmin game. I don't know, maybe bring back the Ice Climbers for the fuck of it. But that's never going to happen.
Nope, more Mario, Zelda, Mario.
Yeah, but you can still be a disembodied voice.
If we ever do get another game, they'll find some convoluted way to bring him back.
Well, they could bring his voice to the rewind spring. I don't know. I don't know how you'd put a disembodied voice into a spring, but, you could try. Seriously, Sakurai. Please, after Smash is done, because you said it would be done by the end of 2014. I would really appreciate it if you did this next. Or Wii U Kid Icarus next. So yeah, Hades is basically telling you everything you can do in the at the end of after you do the game. You can do boss rush, or there's I don't know, multiplayer stuff. Okay then.
Okay.
Having a whole evil monologue kind of kicks the crap out of. Thanks so much for playing my game. That's just me though.